Hey everyone, my name is Jen O'Sullivan, here talking about a series of goal setting and what you should be doing to accomplish those goals a little better. One of the things that is so interesting to me is what people set as goals. You know, it's not brush your teeth in the morning. Obviously you're going to do that, and if you don't, you'll be chastised by your coworkers. The deal is with goal setting is to figure out what you're doing in your daily activity to get you closer to a larger goal. So goal setting is really just a path. They're like path markers to get you to what your big clarification goal is. And what I mean by a clarification goal is to really start understanding what it is you want. What is it that you want? I mean, that's a hard question to ask because people often just go day by day and say, yeah, I'm just doing this, doing that. But do you have real clarity on what it is that you want? So once you have that clarity down, you can actually set those goals a little bit easier. Your goals should be mini steps towards the larger goal. So often reflect back on what you've been doing and are you able to actually move forward towards your larger goal. So what is your larger goal? Have you set a clarification on what that is? Have you actually made an intention, and are you working towards your goals with intentionality? It's a very different thing than just trying to pay the bills. So I encourage you to sit down, figure out what it is you want out of life, and realistically, what is it that you want? Be realistic about it. And when you set those goals, I want you to start thinking in terms of making your goals attainable, because the more attainable they are, the more chances you are going to actually attain them, to make them happen. Okay, so what's going to trip you up? Oftentimes we make goals that are too big or too small. So if you can figure out that middle ground, you're more likely to get it done. So if you're trying to say, make sure that this is just simple, but let's say you're trying to hit a very specific amount that you're trying to make each month consistently within your company, then the goal shouldn't be that. It should be higher than that, so that you kind of have a gauge for, okay, if I don't reach that high one, at least I'm going to get this, because if you get slightly under that, you've actually hit your actual target goal. So give yourself kind of this wraparound goal set, if you will, where you have one, you bookend your goal. So you've got, your actual what needs to happen goal, but then you bookend it. And bookending goals is really a powerful way to goal set. So I like to call it a bookend goal set program, because by bookending, what I mean by that is you're giving yourself like shooting, farther, and then kind of maybe undershooting. What would be acceptable? What's the minimum amount acceptable? Because if your goal is to make $50,000 this month and you've only made 30, well, you might be able to hit your $50,000 mark, but say maybe the minimum is 40, and maybe you actually set this goal to say, well, I want to see 60. So let's figure out how we can get 60, and if you hit 50, you've actually made your goal. If you've hit 40, you've kind of made your goal too. So it allows you to have some, wiggle room, and the bookend system will allow you to not beat yourself up. Oftentimes I see that people beat themselves up over and over again just from the simple fact that they didn't make their actual true goal. So I love the bookend approach. Have fun with that one, and we will see you next time.